state of Edo, beautiful Edo. And tomorrow, Edo Queens will be in action. They will be taking on what many consider the greatest test in the Nigerian Women Football League. That is Rivers Angels. They are the defending champions. They will be coming to town. And the Edo Queens, right now, they are training. And we're hoping that we could talk to them. Just put a call through to the media officer. Let's see if we can reestablish that contact so that he will tell us how they are getting set, how prepared they are for this important game. So let's see how it is going to be. And we wish them the best of luck. We hope that they will go there and really do us proud. Good morning. Welcome to Sports Fiesta. It is live on 92.7 KFM Benin City. My name is Saliu Ibrahim. They call me the Sports Ibracadabra because I bring magic to sports presentation and analysis. I'm not doing this alone. I've got Senefe Francis, the Sports Berlusconi, and Ego Sagbekan, the Sports Maestro. And together we'll be looking at the latest happenings in the ever-exciting world of sports. Yesterday, we saw a game in the English Premier League. Chelsea, they have been rather disappointed in the last two games, but last night they found their rhythm. Sort of, first 20 minutes they were fantastic, then they became lethargic. Then the last 10 minutes they found their spark again, and they won that encounter 4-1 against West Ham United, who have been very good in the English Premier League. Tammy Abraham, who has come in for some criticism in recent weeks, was on course and he got a brace in that encounter. But Timo Werner continued his miserable run in front of goal. And then we'll also be looking at this incident, really horrible. A player getting 6-game ban for spitting in his opponent's face. It happened in the German Bundesliga. And we'll be saying something about this because the player in question is a black guy, and he did this, and we're not happy at all with what the way he reacted. These and many more we'll be looking at this morning on Sports Fiesta. Gentlemen, good morning. Welcome to the show. Let's begin with the game between Chelsea and West Ham United, London Derby, and it was Chelsea who won that match 3-0. If you didn't watch the game and you saw that Chelsea won 3-0, you will assume that Chelsea absolutely dominated. But the game was anything but. At first 20 minutes, yes, Chelsea took total control of the game, got a goal, and it looked like it was going to be a long night for West Ham United. But somehow Chelsea just took their foot off the gas, and West Ham grew into it. They didn't particularly trouble the Chelsea goalkeeper, Edward Mendy, but if you're watching that, you will be nervous thinking that, if you were a Chelsea fan, you'll be nervous thinking that West Ham United were going to get the equalizer. But later on in the second half, Chelsea got 2 goals through Tammy Abraham, and they won that encounter comfortably.
Yeah, the Chelsea's game, I think they kind of approach it with some level of cautiousness because their last 2 games haven't really been a good one. They were beaten by Everton, they were beaten by Wolverhampton Wanderers, and they weren't looking for the defeat at home yesterday, hence maybe the way they approached it. But the truth is, they didn't play well yesterday, and they won. And the games that they even played very well against Wolverhampton Wanderers missed some couple of chances, as well as the toughest game as well. They didn't win. So 3-0. But I must say this, if they really want to push for the title, if they really want to ensure that they are one of those names people will continue to talk about between now and the end of the season, they have to improve on what we saw yesterday. Tammy Abraham got a brace, but if you were to be a complete striker, I think he should have gotten more than a brace yesterday. He needs to learn how to use his head. He's got the height. All he needs to do is just jump a little and he'll get the ball. The crosses are coming in, but he is not managing it properly. It was not really particularly a bad game for Chelsea because they won, but they have to do a whole lot to really have to take the ball back to their opponent. If they play like the way they played yesterday against a team like Liverpool, they were at run then. If they even played the way they played yesterday against a team that we know is very good in defending, that's Tottenham Hotspur, the way Jose sets up his team, when they counter, they will beat them. But Western United were wasteful in front of goal, throughout the 90 minutes duration of the game, they didn't have a single shot on target, apart from the Salad goal that Declan Rice actually scored yesterday. But since it's disallowed, it was disallowed, and it's not counted as off or on target. So they had a poor game. They probably should have done better. For me, Chelsea set up well. They knew what they had to do. They had the chances. Timo Werner should have also scored more than the 3-0, but they had the chances. They were able to bury it, and it's 3 points for them. But they would need to improve seriously. Going to the weekend game, they would need to do more than what they did last night. But 3 points is 3 points. Now they have fifth on the log. Table. Yeah, fifth on the log, and it's good for them.
Well, I think they missed the services of Michail Antonio, who usually is their go-to man. Sometimes when it gets to face tough opponents, but yesterday he wasn't there. But you expect somebody like Pablo Fornas and even Mark Noble, though he's getting old, but his experience and playing behind Sebastian Haller, who the bought from Germany, I think it could have been a better partnership between them. But then we saw the reverse was the case. Yes, Chelsea, they've not been able to dominate the game, but it was a derby, and derbies are really, really crucial, whether one team is in form or not. You have to throw form out of the window when you have this kind of matches. And the fact that they've lost 2 matches back to back, talking about Chelsea, I think the manager has to be very cautious, because at some point he was at the top of the table, but right now look at where he was before that game yesterday. So even winning that game is not among the top 4 teams right now. It's fifth at the moment. So Chelsea needs to build on this very fantastic results and let consistency be the key to their success this season, because it's not going to be easy. Liverpool, they are not going to sit back and allow others to come and overtake them and take the title from them, though they are champions, but it's very close, not like what we saw last season. And also for Tottenham, yes, they are in there, Everton as well as Leicester City, so it's going to be really, really close, except when we get to February, they will not know the gap between who and who. So for me, I think winning that game was yesterday was really good for Chelsea, irrespective of how they played the game yesterday. What matters was that 3 points, and the fact that they did not concede. At least that's still okay for the goalkeeper, who was conceded in their last 2 games. So for me, I think it was a good game from Chelsea, despite the fact that they did not dominate. But the players, I just hope Lampard keep playing them in the right positions, because Timo Werner
played as a winger again yesterday. Even though he had 1 fit winger in Christian Pulisic, why not play Christian Pulisic on the right? Play Timo Werner as the top man, then you find a way to play through the left wing without necessarily having a winger there. It's just a simple tweak in the formation, and you will get it right. But when you insist on playing 4-3-3, it means that you need 2 functional wingers, and you do not have that. So you have to play Timo Werner as a false 11, if you like, because he was playing from the left flank, and I do not even understand it. Okay, Timo Werner is not a natural winger, but you have to play him. Why not play him on the right and let Christian Pulisic, who, although he's right-footed, he plays on the left. That is his best position. Just the way Hakim Ziyech is left-footed, but he operates on the right. So why not play Timo Werner even if you are going to play him as a winger, why not play him on the right and let Christian Pulisic operate at full capacity on the left, where you know he is your natural winger? Why does he do some of these things?
I think
last game he was asked, because in the first half, Christian Pulisic was fantastic against Wolverhampton Wanderers. He troubled them on the left. Second half, he went to the right. Timo Werner came to the left, and that threat was just basically blunted. So he was asked in an interview. I was thinking maybe they just decided to swap wings. He was asked in an interview if he was the one that ordered that, and he said yes, that he instructed them to swap, and that is because he feels that he knows that Timo Werner can play on the left or on the right. I don't understand it.
I think he's doing all this to accommodate his man. Tammy Abraham, who got a brace yesterday. I think it is high time Lampard tell himself the fact that, see, when you don't have all these guys fit enough to play, you could play 2 strikers up front and play Timo Werner as your point man, and play Christian Pulisic a little bit away from him, but still find a way to let him operate from the left-hand side. It's sometimes confusing looking at the way Lampard gets to set up his team, especially up front. If he doesn't get to give him that place to, really show his full potentials to Chelsea fans worldwide, two things are definitely going to happen. One, Timo Werner will get tired and frustrated and will walk away from the football club. We know he's good, and someone else will pick him up, and he will become that player that can hurt you, whether at the domestic level or at the continental level. Or he's going to be criticized, talking about Timo Werner, and Chelsea fans, he will become the bad boy that they wasted money on. I think he needs to find a way. People talk about Kai Havertz and all that. I understand that he's recently suffered from COVID-19, but has he really been played in his best position where he loves to operate, where he can actually express himself and let the world see the stuff he's made of? We've talked about him, that he can play any position, but we know why at Bayer Leverkusen he was always playing behind the striker. But yeah, Chelsea, he's doing more of defending than really being up in there, orchestrating things for Chelsea. Lampard will need to find a way. Yes, you need to accommodate the likes of Missy Matt, Amy Abraham. You want to promote homegrown players and all that, but you need to ask yourself, are you all about promoting these younger lads, or you are all about trying to win trophies? Or else the third one that will happen will be Hugh being fired and someone else will come in there and do those things he's refusing to do. Paul Pogba sat on the bench for the entire 90 minutes of Manchester United's 6-2 win against Leeds United. And kids that were ready to defend and play the ball, the likes of Fred and Scott McTominay, played. The day he would tell himself that I'm ready to defend, I'm ready to stop doing all those shenanigans on the pitch and try to focus more, he gets to play. And we also seen Mourinho do something like that at Tottenham. Harry Winks was his go-to man when this season started, but he was playing with the ball and they were losing possession. Now Harry Winks is on the bench. When he came to Tottenham, Dele Alli was his go-to man. He was getting the goals. He rejuvenated him. But before the end of the project restart, he just lost form. In fact, he has already arrived and the manager loves him now, so he must get to first team shape. No, right now he has been frozen out of the team. So I hope Lampard will know that Chelsea, they are not a team that will wait for you to win them trophies in the next 10 years, in the next 15 years, like in the days of Arsene Wenger with Arsenal. If you don't do well now with the investment that they've given to you this summer, you will be fired.
All right, so that is the situation. Chelsea moving up to fifth with that 3-0 win over West Ham United last night. Their next game is another London derby. They will be playing against Arsenal on Boxing Day. That promises to be exciting. Arsenal right now struggling. They are languishing in 15th position, so they know that they absolutely have to win that. But before then, I think they will play against Manchester City tonight. That's not going to be easy for them, and let's see what will happen. But the truth is, even Manchester City are not exactly flying right now. They have also been having some issues. Wow, this season looks really, really interesting. Okay, we'll go on this break. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Hello, Mama.
Flo.
Mama. I was just going to call you.
Better Peking.
You won't believe what my...
What did you do? Where is that his office again?
Calm down now. I trust you. But it's not like that at all. He just called me this evening. Said I should meet him at one restaurant like that.
What now happened?
So I went now. I entered the restaurant and there was nobody there. And so I wanted to carry my phone to call him. Somebody entered and started playing guitar. Then his friends started coming inside. And they were singing. Mama, I was scared though. Then I turned around and he was there, kneeling down.
Your call has been terminated.
Hey!
You no longer have
Where did you
airtime.
finish?
Please recharge.
Don't let insufficient airtime hold you down. Recharge instantly with star 904 hash or my MTN app. Get 10% bonus on every airtime recharge. Turn up convenience and start recharging now.
Everywhere you go, MTN.
Of Christmas, my Maggie can do me.
12 spicy suya, 11 rishi.
10 wraps of my mind, 9 for the road.
8 pizza from Kwabi, 7 pepper soups, 6 sizzling snails, 5 fried fish,
4 cocoa bangos,
Want some mouth-watering magical moments that connect and truly touch the heart this Christmas? My name is Ife Mogeku of Ife's Kitchen, and I am so excited Christmas is here. So let's make magic with Mamador. So visit Mamador website on mamador.ng and Instagram and Facebook pages at mamador.ng for some deliciously tasty holiday recipes like never before. Enjoy a deliciously nourishing Christmas with Mamador.
Good afternoon, Oga Landlord.
Afternoon, Sonny.
I beg, I hear say if I want open bank account, I go need NEPA bill, water bill, CFO of this land, and 2 guarantor. So I beg, enter house, help me bring the document, them come, make I go make photocopy.
Sonny, why are you disturbing yourself when you can open a Hope Wallet account with your phone number right now?
I feel open account now?
Of course.
And you sure say not be those ones where I go need ATM card to activate?
See, Sonny, you can use your phone number for transactions immediately you open a Hope Wallet account from anywhere. No need to go and queue under the canopy at the bank. No need for documents or filling any form. Just dial *569*9# on this your phone now.
*569*9#. Abi? Oga Landlord, they don't send me message. They say, I welcome to Hope PS Bank.
Sonny, you don't get account with that.
Just like that?
Just like that.
Hope, succeed. Hope Bank always.
Honey?
Yes, dear.
I'm tired of the poor power situation. Every time I stock the fridge, I come back to spoiled food. I think it's about time we go solar.
How?
With Vertical Solar, we can have all our appliances and electronics powered by solar, and they allow us to pay small. We can pay installmentally with as low as 36,000 naira monthly, spread across 12 months.
Tell me more.
I know you like the idea of paying small. Vertical Solar range of products can power all household devices, including air conditioners and water pumps.
What are the benefits of solar power?
We are talking uninterrupted power supply, no monthly electricity bill, no more spending on generator, and no more generator noise.
I see. But how can I locate Vertical Solar?
Head now to 28 Country Home Metal Road off Ajib Junction, Sapele Road, Benin City, or Blossom Mall beside Stop to Shop stores, DBS Road, Asaba. Or you can call them on 0816-170-1105 or 0703-623-4843. You can also send them an email on info@verticalsolar.com.ng.
Vertical Solar, your lifetime power partners.
Calling, oh arise, sons and daughters of the land. The king of the city is marching. Stand up high to the pride of the land. The founding fathers of labor, and our time to serve is now. The glory of the new Edo nation will forever be our pride. Beautiful Edo, glorious Edo, you're the heartbeat of Nigeria. Beautiful Edo, glorious Edo.
The beautiful ones of Edo State, Edo Queens, will be aiming for glory tomorrow when they take on Rivers Angels. And right now they are training, getting set for that very important encounter. Still trying to see how we can establish contact with them, and if we can get to hear from them at the training ground. Once we do that, we will be letting you know how they are faring. Once again, welcome to Sports Fiesta. It is live on 92.7 KUFM, Benin City. Okay, let's go to the German Bundesliga now, and there's something that happened that I didn't find particularly pleasant. You don't ever want to see anything like that. A player for Borussia Mönchengladbach, his name is Thuram, Marcus Thuram. He has been given a 6-game ban for spitting at a player. When that thing happened, I don't even understand why anybody will do that, knowing that these days there is VAR. Well, even if there is no VAR, even if you get away with it, there is nobody watching you. Why would you spit at a fellow human being? I just do not understand it. But he was caught doing that, and then he was given a red card in that encounter. It was in the game against Bayern Munich that he did that. So he has now been given a 6-game ban and fined 40,000 euros by the German Football Association. He's just 23 years old. He was sent off during his side's 2-1 in the Bundesliga during his side's 2-1 loss to Hoffenheim. Sorry, I said Bayern Munich. It's when they played against Hoffenheim that thing happened. So it was a video review who actually showed that the France international, who is the son of the 1998 World Cup winner Lilian Thuram, his part in the face of the defender Stefan Posch. Now, guys, I don't want to bring race into this, honestly, but Lilian Thuram is black and his parts as a white person. If whatever word this is a very disgusting act, or whichever way it happens, it should be condemned. It's not right. But if it had been a white guy whose part as a black guy, would racism not be brought in? Seriously?
Definitely. They would say that the white guy is a racist, and times without number here we also explain that a black man will also be a racist. I don't know what transpired between them and led to the son. I think it's the son of
Lilian Thuram. I just mentioned it.
So yes. I don't know what led to that, but like you said, it is disgusting. There are better ways of settling issues than what he did, and without the VAR. These days are very, very, very critical with the COVID-19, and that's why they are preaching about the social distancing, and you decided to do that. I mean, you're sending a very, very negative message about yourself and your family, and about your race as well. That it is wrong. Like you said, if it were to be the other way around, by now the world, not just us coming here, the world, the social media, everybody's over the weekend, we were talking about the white man being a racist, and he did that because he's thinking that this other man is not human, he's supposed to be a slave and all that. But he did this now. I think the authorities of the German Bundesliga have done the right thing for giving him a fine and as well as a
6-month ban.
6-match ban as well. I think that's the best way to go. I hope
his club has also fined him, from what we hear, wages of 150,000 euros.
Exactly. He needs to learn from this. It's wrong, because one thing players need to understand, whether you're white, black, brown, or green, once you put on the jersey of any football club, you are an ambassador of that club. People look up to you. 2, the race you are representing, whether you're white, you're black, I've always said I don't see a race at all, you must be an ambassador of that particular race. And now the world is in a critical position where you can tweet about something or write something on your IG with your friend like Cavani did, and today his punishment is waiting for him very soon. They will tell us how he's going to pay for what he wrote, but he has since explained, and even the person that he wrote it to said that, man, we are Padio, and this guy, that's how we talk, but he wrote it and people saw it and it was out there. Benjamin Mendy from same club at AS Monaco, they both came to Manchester City. They are best of friends, and his friend Bernardo Silva jokingly did something on his Twitter handle and he was fined for it. So why will Marcus Thuram, with all these things happening around you, these are not things that happened like 10, 15 years ago. It's talking about last year, and this year 2020 we are still in, and yet he went all over the weekend to do that. What was actually disgusting.
He has actually apologized. He posted it on Instagram, but that was after he did that, after the match and after he was shown a red card. He said, "This is not in my character and must never happen. I reacted to an opponent in a wrong way and something occurred accidentally and not intentionally. I apologize to everyone. Of course, I accept all the consequences of my gesture." Well, that means now, if you put everything together, it's about 190,000 euros that is going to pay. 40,000 fine, then wages of 150,000 plus a 6-game ban.
Yeah, which is a record sanction at the club. So for me, I think that's huge, but you should learn from that, because as a professional, you don't do that. No matter how how hard you've been pushed by your opponent, but you just have to ensure that you settle with him, one way or the other. But spitting into someone's face, that is really, really bad. The score was still 1-1 as at the time he was sent off. Maybe his presence on the pitch could have helped them to get a point, but after he was sent off, that was an advantage to the visiting team, and they had to take that advantage and they scored the winning goal. So for me, I think it was really sad that, and I know that the father would not be happy with him, because all through the time that he played for France, I never saw Lilian, did something like that. Yes, sometimes you grow annoyed, but getting to that level of spitting at your opponent, come on, it's disgusting, it's irritating, and it's really bad.
Okay, back to the English Premier League. There was another game yesterday. Wolverhampton Wanderers played against Burnley, and Wolves, their last game, they got a last-ditch winner against Chelsea. They won that encounter 2-1. But yesterday, it didn't happen that way. They were beaten 2-1 by Burnley. And Nuno Espirito Santo, he said the referee, Lee Mason, is not good enough after his performances in that 2-1 encounter. Ashley Barnes and Chris Wood, they were on target for Burnley before Fabio Silva pulled one back for the Wolves via the penalty in the 89th minutes, made for last couple of minutes being nervy for Burnley, but they held on to win. So this is the second time that Lee Mason has officiated a Wolves game this season, and Nuno Espirito Santo said he is a point of distraction and he worsens the flow of the game. That it is his job, he has to improve, he has to get better. So he doesn't rate Mason very highly.
First of all, about the game, I think Burnley deserved the win that they had last night. They played better. The cohesion from the team was way better than what we saw from Wolverhampton Wanderers. They were jaunted. They've been struggling this season. Yes, they lost Rahul to injury, and of course so Diego Jota. Those are two fantastic players for them. I've really been carrying the team for them, and injuries obviously also sidelined some of their signings and old players that are there. But for Lee Mason, he's not my best official as far as the English Premier League is concerned.
I don't particularly rate him highly too.
Yes,
seriously.
Yeah, some questionable decisions, some tackles and all that. I don't know. Yes, he gave Wolves a penalty, but then you can see the manager still went ahead to criticize. I think he needs to learn. I don't know how the authorities, the FA, will take this from Nuno Espirito Santo. I think he's going to be punished for talking about the officials right out there in the public, but he said his mind, and it is the truth. I watched the game, Ibrahim. The man, you as a referee, you are told to be sure before you give a decision. That's why you have your assistants. You ask, or you thank God now for the VAR and all that. So I hope that he gets to learn and move on.
Okay, so that is the situation. Burnley winning that encounter 2-1 against Wolverhampton Wanderers, and Wolves got a good win against Chelsea, but yesterday it wasn't just for them, and they lost that encounter, and so their manager not happy at all with the performance of Lee Mason, and we'll see what the FA will do. They don't like it when coaches question the officials. So let's see how that is going to work out for Nuno Espirito Santo going forward. One of the few BIM coaches who are in the English Football League, well, not the English Premier League, but I think they said in the whole of English football, we've got up just about 5 of them. And one person who, of course, is our own, because he's originally from Nigeria, talking about Carlton Cole. He is now into coaching, and he said that black players, they must be ready when the opportunity comes. That is not just to talk about we don't have enough black players, black coaches in football, that they have to get ready, they have to equip themselves, they must get the qualification, and when the opportunity comes, they should be ready to take it. That's what Carlton Cole is advising black coaches to do.
Yeah, that's good advice coming from a black player, somebody who played for Chelsea, played for West Ham United. Now he's working with the academy, of which he knows what it takes, to be a successful coach, a fantastic coach. All you need to do is to equip yourself, and when the opportunity comes, grab it and prove that yes, you can be good as a player and also be good as a coach. Pep Guardiola has proven that, and so many people have also proven that, that you can be a fantastic manager, a player and manager. So for me, I think it's good for the black players or players from the minority backgrounds to get themselves equipped, because sometimes with the kind of fight that is going on right now, give everybody an equal chance and all that. Yes, a time will come, people will say, who is fit for this job? Let's look at credentials, let's look at experiences, and let's look at other things. If a black man fits it and is giving, and it proves to the owners that yes, he has what it takes to be, the man for the job, and gets to deliver. And I'm sure that will open more doors for black people to come into it. Yes, Les Ferdinand right now is a sporting director, but there are very few, so few. So others who are ready to come into it, they should try as much as possible to equip themselves. At some point, we had a Nigerian who won a Latvian league title. Nobody expected that, but he was fired the next season. But that doesn't mean he should relax. He should go also to see how he can equip himself so that he will look for bigger jobs. Once you have done something incredible, something fantastic at a particular club, it goes on to help open more doors for you.
I doubt that. As a black man, Egusa, I think when you are the manager of any football club, the pressure is way higher than if you were to be a white man. Let's take Frankie, for example, with the way he's setting up. If he were to be a black man, he would have seriously been fired. I agree that we need to gain more knowledge. I'm always in support of you improving yourself and try to get more knowledge and do something great. But again, the kind of pressure, we sat on here during the days of Sir Alex Ferguson before he finally retired. We praised him, but there were seasons, not just one, seasons where Sir Alex Ferguson did not do well, but he wasn't fired. But Arsene Wenger stayed on at Arsenal for more than 20 years. As the last time they won EPL was 2003. 2004, yeah. 2003-2004 season. Before he left them, just some less than 3-4 years ago, he didn't win the Premier League. He didn't even take them.
There was one time they went 8 years without winning a trophy.
Exactly. Do you think if you were to be a black man, as a Wenger, being a black man, do you think they will stick with him like that?
Yeah, but if he were a black man that achieved the successes that Wenger had, chances are that they will have allowed him to stay.
Okay, look at this man, Chris Houston, with Brighton and Hove Albion. Since he left, Brighton has not finished better than he did while he was there. But they went for their own. I'm not trying to be a racist. I'm just saying.
Even with what he did,
exactly.
He was also pushed aside.
He defeated Jose at Old Trafford. He scored 5 goals at Old Trafford and helped them to almost gain promotion. And the very next season, he was right in there. At least he did not qualify to the Premier League automatically, but he qualified for the playoff. They didn't even give him the chance to really go through the playoff and see if he would be able to get into the Premier League. But after they sacked him, it took them 2 seasons before they got to the Premier League. So my point is very simple. Yes, let them educate themselves. Yes, let them get the job, but give them that adequate time to really, pass their idea to the players. And if you do that and they don't give you the needed results, then you can fire them.
Okay, all right, let's go on this break. We'll be right back on return. We'll be talking about the Carabao Cup. Arsenal will be in action against Manchester City later tonight.
I tell you a story where they sweet me for body. It save me time. It near my house, yeah. If you want deposit money, withdraw money, or open account, yeah. Even if your bank is far, no need to waste your time, yeah. Go use Eco Bank, Express Point. Now your corner bank, Express Point. It near your house, Express Point. It go for everywhere.
You want to open account, withdraw or send money, pay your bills, use Eco Bank Express Point with they near you.
Eco Bank, the Pan-African Bank.
Mama dog, the way to have this love and nourishing Christmas with Mama Dog tasty range.
Oh yeah, fried chicken, spicy rice, spread the bread and slice it nice. Have a yummy Christmas with Mama Dog tasty range.
Ho, ho, ho! Have a deliciously nourishing Christmas with Mama Dog.
Mama Dog, Mama Dog, Mama Dog, Mama Dog. Have yourself a nourishing Christmas with Mama the tasty rays. Falling, oh arise, sons and daughters of the land. The king of the city is.
Arise, O sons and daughters of the land. We are calling on Edo Queens to arise and shine. And tomorrow, they will be playing against Rivers Angels in the Nigerian Women Football League. Right now, they are doing very well. They are flying. They are top of the league. They won their first 2 games. First, 4-1 against Royal Queens here at the Samuel Ogbomudia Stadium. And then they traveled to Lagos and beat Dream Stars 1-0. So tomorrow, they will be playing against Rivers Angels. And right now, they are training. And we have the media officer of the team, Ogeba Ehoson, joining us live on the phone to tell us exactly what is going on with Edo Queens. Good morning, media officer.
Good morning, Mr. Saliu. Very good morning to you.
Yes.
I'm Ogeba Ehoson, media officer at Edo Queens Football Club. Right now, we are at the Samuel Ogbomudia Stadium, putting the last touches to our training, the last training session before the match tomorrow. The camp, the guys are in top spirit. All of them, they are talking tough. They want to win our match tomorrow. They say Rivers, they are beatable. Rivers are beatable. They are not fantastic. So they are. I guess
they are fantastic because they are the champions. So I think they should give them that respect.
Okay, but we respect players, we respect teams, but we don't fear them. That's the thing at the back of our mind right now. We are preparing seriously for tomorrow's game. We are very lucky to have a governor, a loving sport deputy governor. He was with us at the training session yesterday.
Yeah, we used that interview. Yeah.
Okay. So tomorrow's game is a must win. A win is going to be a Christmas gift to our teaming fans in Edo State and across the country. Right now, the spirit, like I told you, the guests, they are doing very, very well. They have promised the state that they won't disappoint them, you know. So the spirit in the camp is very, very high. Okay. Everybody is ready. Everybody is talking about the Edo Queens game tomorrow against Rivers Angels. We are ready for them. We are not afraid of any team. We are here to take our 3 points and go to Rivers and pick a draw too, if possibly win them. That is that's our this game.
Okay. You said the girls are in high spirits and everything. Any injury worries in camp? Does Coach Rolandson they have any problem that is bothering him at the moment?
No. For now, no, there's no problem at all. No problem. He's enjoying his stay here. He's doing very well. You have said it. We won our 2 first matches, so we are coming back to Bermuda Stadium tomorrow to consolidate and maintain our top lead, our lead in the Nigerian Women Football League. Okay,
we hear that game will be at 6 p.m. Can you confirm that that's exactly the time that the match will be played?
Yeah, the match will be played we start kicking off 6 p.m. We are going to play under floodlights, has been confirmed.
Okay, and have the girls been training under floodlights?
Yes. We've been training under floodlights for the past 3 days now. For the past 3 days. So we are supposed to train today, but the visitors will also come and have a feel of the floodlight at the Samuel Ogbomudia Stadium. So that is why we are doing our last training this morning.
All right, Ogeba, thank you very much for talking to us. And tell the girls that we're wishing them good luck. And tell them, please, that I, Saliu Ibrahim, I have boasted to all my friends. I've told them that Edo Queens mean business. And Edo Queens will win the Nigerian Women Football League. So they should not embarrass me, please, because my detractors, my haters, are waiting to laugh at me on the social media. So please, they should go out and get that victory for us tomorrow.
No. We promise you that they are not going to laugh at you. We are not going to disappoint you at all. You are very one of the number one fans Edo people have. You understand? Edo people have. So we won't disappoint you. We are going to use this match to give you a Christmas gift. Okay, so we promise you we are going to do our best.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay. All right, so there you have it. Edo Queens training at the Samuel Ogbomudia Stadium, getting set for Rivers Angels, who will be coming into town hopefully today, and then tomorrow that match will take place. It's going to be the biggest test for Edo Queens, but Ogeba sounding pretty confident there.
I've seen them train. I think the guys themselves as well are also very confident that they can go into any game most likely to come out as the winners of the game with maximum 3 points. They're playing at home. Everything has been given to them. The entire management team is with them. The owners of the football club, talking about the Edo State government, is with them. We've seen twice now the deputy governor have gone there, trained with them to encourage them, to assure them once they do what they are supposed to do. Money's really right now in the problem. They get their match allowances, and
they've even been getting it. Well, he was even asking them that, oh, what about this one? And they said the one that you are thinking that the one that you are saying you will soon get, we've already got it. And I said, okay, so you see, everything is working fine. So you guys have got to repay us by winning.
Once the mind is settled, once the pocket is settled, the players are always very glad to go out there to do which they know how to do very well. So I believe that that's the kind of confidence what he has seen in the camp. Talking about the media officer Ogiva, he's also talking about. I think they are pretty confident. And one thing victories can do for you, once you win at home and you win like the way they did last time, 4-1, and you went away to, yes, Dream Stars not in the level of Rivers Angels that they are playing today, but you go away to a city like Lagos and you're able to pull off that fantastic victory. And right now you look at the log, you're on top with 6 points. That should be enough to encourage you, to give you more confidence in terms of playing against bigger teams. I'm not expecting them to get 4 goals against Rivers Angels. This is more of a decent side than the Royal Queens and the Dream Stars that they play, but we are expecting them to win. We are expecting them to showcase good talent. They know that something is at stake here. Win the league, you qualify for a continental competition, the CAF Champions League, and for them to really prove their worth, not being one of the first teams as far as Nigerian Women's League is concerned, and all over the world, one of the first to get the equal pay what the men are getting, you get it, and gymnasium and all that is being brought forward for them. I think that should be enough to spur them to go out there and do that which is needed. Win all your home games like they've done already. They've been to away games, they've won. The Dream Stars, they come here, they win it. Go to Royal Queens. These ladies, this team, they are just coming up. Go there and also beat them. And if they have that kind of mindset and they approached any game like the way we've been saying it here, and they're pretty confident they will win.
Okay, all right. So let's head back to Europe, to England, to be precise, and talk about this game. Arsenal taking on Manchester City is going to be in the quarterfinals of the Carabao Cup. Mikel Arteta has told us that Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang is still not fit for this. He missed their last game, and they are told us now that he will have a scan in the coming days to see if he will be fit for the Boxing Day clash against Chelsea. But he's definitely out of this one.
He's their top scorer before he started having his issues, in front of goals. But right now, I think having him out of this game, I think is going to just put some pressure on Arsenal. Though Manchester City, they've not been fantastic, the way they were like 3-4 seasons ago. But right now, they are still trying to fight for the title as well. But playing the quarterfinal is a knockout game, which anything can happen. But I think I expect Arsenal to come out and put all that has been happening, behind them, and just go and express themselves. Look for a win, which will give them, which will boost their confidence. But it's going to be really tough, because when you look at what City they've been doing, winning their games, though not pretty, not the way we expected it to be. Maybe it goes route and all that, but they've been able to win. Beating Southampton was really huge for them away from home, despite it was just 1-0. But they are more composed and more resolute than Arsenal. Even if in the back line, they are more disciplined than Arsenal. So everything, they're a much more better team than Arsenal. But the only way Arsenal can prove that, yes, they are not right off, that Gunners are not gone, is for them to come out tonight and beat.
They have to. Else Mikel Arteta's job will definitely be on the line. I mean, when was the last time Arsenal won a game? In their last 10 games, as far as this season is concerned, they've only won 1. And it's sad to see that Arsenal, they are just 4 points above relegation zone in the English Premier League. Yes, this is the quarterfinal of the Carabao Cup, different from the Premier League. I think Manchester City, they've got more in their Arsenal than the Arsenal Football Club. Yes, they didn't score more than 1 goal over the weekend, but we saw some flashes. They hit the woodwork. They had lot of attempts that were on targets, and obviously Hillock played his own part. But you can't say same for Arsenal, who played against Everton, where they really hitting the woodwork, where they really threatening. They had the possession, they played fantastic compact football. But in the final third, where it is very, very necessary for you to utilize when you build from the back, they failed. And I'm sorry to say this, Aubameyang is out. I don't really see anyone in there. They're not playing against Moda or Donda. They are playing against Manchester. So I don't see anyone in there.
Gabriel Martinelli is back.
Yes, but
young striker, although
he's good. He's very good, but he has been away from the game for a very long time. Now coming back into it, he's supposed to be eased into it. For instance, if Aubameyang were to be fit,
he played the last game.
But to be fit now, probably will come in second half. 20 minutes, 30 minutes, easing back into the game because he's been away. Well, we are saying the same thing for Edison Cavani. He hasn't played for a very long time. We know how sharp he is, but we've seen some flashes of what he can do for Man United, but he is not there yet to really show the fans what he can really do for them. So I just hope, for the sake of the football club, for the sake of Miguel Arteta, I think he's a decent man, not as a coach, but a decent man like him, that they get to win Pep.
Well, this should be a game for Lacazette and Pepe.
This
is the time for them to
football club.
This is the time for them to carry out.
They should have the problem of Arsenal is that they don't have leaders. I'm not talking about just having a leader. They don't have leaders on the pitch that would tell themselves the truth and talk to the players. Let's step up our game. They don't have leaders, and you see them today when one is being recorded, then the rest will just kind of capitulate. I think that the problem of Arsenal is that they bought Thomas Partey and just probably build the team around him, that he's the one to really help them at that defensive level. And now Thomas Partey is out. Granit Xhaka is supposed to be in there, covering things up, but he was shown the match that's a couple of days ago, so he can't even play this game. So I hope things will fall in pleasant places for the football club, talking about Arsenal.
All right, the NBA is back. Yes, on 22nd of December. So the matches are on now. Today, later tonight, we'll have Golden State Warriors. God knows they are due a resurgence. Golden State Warriors, they did not even make the playoff last time. They'll be taking on Brooklyn Nets, while LA Clippers will be taking on LA Lakers. Why does this game always start the season for these two clubs?
But last season, same thing. I think 2 seasons ago, also same thing. Just the luck of the draw. Let's see. But I think it's more going to be competitive this season because of the these that each of them they've had, and probably. But again, you look at the business that these guys they conducted. Talking about LA Lakers, you ask this question with AD, that's Anthony Davis, LeBron James, and every other person that they brought in. Is there really anybody from the Western Conference first that will really compete against this guy? But we'll have to wait and really get to be sure once the game starts.
Those are the matches for tonight, and then we've got so many matches that we have coming up tomorrow. Then we'll look at that when we give you, after we give you the results of the matches that have been played today, hopefully. Okay, so these are the what to expect in a basketball. We've got a few more minutes to go. Let's see, did you guys give the results of tables, ladders, and chairs for the weekend? Okay, so of course, if you are a huge wrestling fan, we don't even have the time, I don't think, to give you the results of Monday Night Raw. But we had TLC, that's tables, ladders, and chairs. And in case you are wondering what happened in the match between the guy who calls himself the Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns, and Kevin Owens, who promised that he was going to take the title off Roman Reigns. Sadly, it didn't happen. Roman Reigns retained his belt. So Roman Reigns remains the SmackDown champion. And then for the other belts, where we had Drew McIntyre, who is the Raw champion, or if you like, the WWE champion, he was also in action. Eventually became a triple threat. He took on AJ Styles, but The Miz decided to cash in his Money in the Bank contract. But it was Drew McIntyre who held on to his title, and he won that. So Drew McIntyre remains the WWE champion. For the women's SmackDown Women's Championship, Sasha Banks took on Carmella. It was Sasha Banks who won. So Sasha Banks retained her title. Then for the Tag Team Championship for the men, we had the New Day. They defended their title against the Hot Business, but it was the Hot Business that won that encounter. So the Hot Business are now the Raw Men's champion. Okay. Then for the women's championship, Asuka, she was looking for a partner that will help her for the women's SmackDown Women's Tag Team Championship. So Asuka, eventually it was Charlotte Flair who returned and became Asuka's partner. So Asuka and Charlotte Flair defeated Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax to become the new women's tag team champions. That's the way it's panned out. And then the Firefly Inferno match, it was Randy Orton who defeated the Fiend, Bray Wyatt, to win that encounter. And to start it all, we had an 8-man tag team action. Big E, Daniel Bryan, Otis, and Chad Gable. They defeated Sami Zayn, King Corbin, Cesaro, and Shinsuke Nakamura to win this encounter. So these are some of the things that happened on table, ladders, and chairs. So hopefully, if we have time in the evening, we will be looking at what happened on Monday Night's Raw. But for now, it is time to blow the final whistle on this edition. It's time to blow the final whistle on this edition of the show.
We had dropped off slightly, and it was important in this game we came back. There were lots of things for the team to show their character. We want more. We hope the injuries to Ben Chilwell and Reece James are not that bad, and they will be in and around it for those Christmas fixtures. Chelsea manager Frank Lampard reacting to his side's 3-0 victory over West Ham United at Stamford Bridge that moved them to 5th on the table. And that's the final whistle on Sports Fiesta this morning.
That's our package. We'll see you at 4 p.m. on a fresh edition of Sports Fiesta. My name is Ali Ibrahim. I've been doing this with Senator Francis, the Sports Berlusconi, and Degosa Egbekan, the Sports Maestro. KU News Update is up at 9. Please stay tuned for that. Bye-bye.
Beautiful Edo, glorious Edo, you're the heartbeat of Nigeria. Beautiful Edo, glorious Edo.
Say we talk about what's more practical and comfortable